Tells about how these rappers were brutally taken too soon. What? Oh, okay. So, and three. Let's see what happens.
June 18th, 2018. Jose Onfroy, the 20-year-old rapper, left Riva Motorsports in Deerfield Beach, Florida, in his BMW i8.
Okay.
As he pulled out of the parking lot, his exit was blocked by an SUV. Two masked men jumped out and ran toward his car, demanding his property. A brief but violent struggle erupted over a Louis Vuitton bag containing $50,000 in cash. One of the assailants, armed with a handgun, fired multiple shots in
$50,000 just for a purse? That's a total ripoff, and they want it. Guys, tell me, are you even gonna buy those?
car, striking Onfroy 3 times, with one fatal wound to the neck that caused rapid blood loss. His step-uncle, Leonard Kerr, who had fled the vehicle during the attack, survived unharmed. The men grabbed the bag and fled the scene. Paramedics arrived within minutes, finding him with a faint pulse but unable to save him. He was pronounced dead at 4:51 p.m. at Broward Health North. Surveillance footage from the scene helped investigators reconstruct the ambush in
So they all fighted just for a purse. And why did they not shoot the uncle, but only shoot that XXS thing? But that's a total rip-off. And he's dead now. But what's the proof like?
detail. 4 men, Dedrick Williams, Michael Boatwright, Trayvon Newsome, and Robert Allen, were later arrested and charged with first-degree murder. In 2023, 3 of the 4 were found guilty and sentenced to life in prison, while Robert Allen received a reduced sentence in exchange for his testimony against the others.
Okay, next one.
December 8th, 2019. Jared Higgins, the 21-year-old artist known as Juice WRLD, landed at Chicago's Midway Airport on a private jet from Los Angeles. As the plane taxied into a private hangar, federal agents were waiting on the tarmac. The pilot had alerted authorities that the rapper's entourage was traveling with firearms and a large quantity of drugs. As officials began searching their luggage, witnesses reported that Higgins, in a panic, swallowed multiple Percocet pills in an attempt to hide them. Moments later, he collapsed and began convulsing. An agent administered 2 doses of the opioid antidote Narcan. Higgins briefly regained consciousness, but was incoherent, and his condition quickly worsened. Paramedics rushed him to Advocate Christ Medical Center, but it was too late. He was pronounced dead shortly after 2 a.m. The Cook County Medical Examiner later confirmed the cause of death.
So, I paused right here. Positive finding. Caffeine, codenine, Nasua, 1100, detonite, thick, potamine, could be free, artificial free, adrenal free, orbital free, automotive free, could run with fluid, sodium vitamin fluid, potassium vitamin fluid, sugar the dry vitamin fluid, urea nitrogen, iodide fluid, positive, 690, 270, 280, 7.4, 10, 650, 15, 0.97, 146, 16, 126, 16, MCML, NCML. Okay. So, all of these are the same thing. Coming on. Okay. MGD, MMO, I-L, M-M-O-I-L, M-M-O-I-L, M-G-D-L with one, okay, for the blood, okay, 1 violet blood and 2 vitreous fluid. These are right here make you get cancer. They make you get cancer.
It's an accidental overdose, resulting from oxycodone and codeine toxicity. During their search of the jet, agents discovered 70 pounds of marijuana in vacuum-sealed bags and 6 bottles of prescription codeine cough syrup. 2 of his security guards were arrested on misdemeanor gun charges. In the early morning hours of February 19, 2020, Bashar Jackson, the 20-year-old rapper known as Pop Smoke, was at a rented home in the Hollywood Hills, Los Angeles. Hours earlier, he had accidentally posted images on social media that revealed the house's address. Around 4 a.m., a group of 5 masked intruders broke into the property. They confronted a woman in the house, one of whom held a gun to her head. Pop Smoke was in the shower when he heard the commotion. He ran out of the bathroom and was confronted by the intruders. A struggle ensued, and one of the assailants pistol-whipped him before shooting him 3 times in the back. The attackers fled with a Rolex watch. A friend in the house made a frantic 911 call, and paramedics arrived within minutes. They found Pop Smoke with critical gunshot wounds and rushed him to Cedar.
So, he died without noticing that there were intruders in the house, but he was already dead when the ambulance came to the house. He was dead.
Sinai Medical Center. Doctors performed an emergency thoracotomy, opening his chest to reach his heart, but the damage was too severe. He was pronounced dead shortly after arrival. Investigators initially struggled to find a motive, but eventually, the stolen Rolex, sold for a fraction of its value, just $2,000, led them to the suspects. In July 2020, 5 individuals were arrested in connection with the murder. 4 were charged with murder, including 2 minors.
Okay.
June 20th, 2017. Albert Johnson, the 42-year-old rap icon known as Prodigy of Mobb Deep, was in a Las Vegas hospital. He had been admitted a few days earlier for complications stemming from sickle cell anemia, a debilitating disease
from sickle cell anemia. He had battled since birth. That means he had cancer when he was born. So that means he's gonna be dying early than dying in 100 years old because of his cancer. Because he's been battling with disease when he was first born.
Had battled since birth. After a performance in the intense Las Vegas heat, he suffered an episode of extreme pain, a common part of the.
So, he got extremely bad. Wait. Okay, so I was saying, he got hurt in his body. And he died from the bitter death because he was fighting since birth. When he was in an abscess, so singing a song, he's gonna be dying and go to the hospital, but he's gonna be dead. So he's gonna be died early, he's gonna die. So what if his lungs are badly hurting of singing and cancer with the disease at the same time? which makes the carbon dioxide and the H2O in his body make it gone after he dies.
Illness. While recovering in his
Illness?
hospital room, a routine meal turned fatal. Prodigy was eating an egg when he began to choke.
He was choking because he has cancer and carbon dioxide with all of the disease and illness, which makes his throat smaller. So when he ate, it went straight to his throat, and with one of the parts, if the thing right here, let it be on the breathe side. So he started not breathing with cancer, illness, disease, and battle and birth, which takes H2O, carbon dioxide, and any other things that are for the body that's good, which makes the heart not work properly, and makes the brain not sending blood to the heart and the lungs.
Staff and medical personnel were unable to clear his airway in time. He was found unresponsive and pronounced dead that morning.
Yes.
The Clark County Medical Examiner later officially ruled the cause of death as accidental choking. February 15th, 1999. Lamont Coleman, the 24-year-old lyrical prodigy known as Big L, was on his home block of 139th Street in Harlem, New York. At approximately 8:30 p.m., a vehicle drove by and an unidentified assailant opened fire. Coleman was struck 9 times in the face and chest. He died instantly at the scene. The brutal killing.
Okay, so he died from shooting from an arm from a person that normally got out of jail, and he escaped and killed like more people.
It's believed to be an act of retaliation, not against Big L himself, but against his older brother, Leroy Big Lee Finazzi.
So, because his big brother is Big Lee Finazzi, so that's good.
Who was serving a federal prison sentence at the time. Police
So he got in jail at the time. So
theorized that enemies of his brother targeted Coleman in his place. A childhood friend, Gerard Woodley, was arrested months later in connection with the murder. However, he was soon released due to a lack of evidence, and the case went cold. The murder of Big L remains officially unsolved. Woodley himself was shot and killed in Harlem in 2016.
So he died and no one got arrested because they couldn't find the evidence from the things. They could not find the evidence of the crime scene when Big L got shot.
Big L's death silenced one of hip-hop's most revered underground voices, just as he was on the cusp of signing a major deal with Rockefeller Records. May 19th, 2003, Savannah, Georgia. It was a warm afternoon when 21-year-old rapper Jason Johnson, better known as Camouflage, was walking with his toddler son outside Pure Pain Records, the studio where he'd built his career. Around 4:30 p.m., in broad daylight, gunfire erupted. An unknown assailant opened fire, striking Johnson multiple times in the head and torso before fleeing.
The torso? It's like your stomach with your lung, and in the head is what he and right here is your brain. Right here is your brain, and right there, and it goes straight to pump blood in the lungs, and they said that both in both of the lungs and the torso before going away.
His son, walking beside him, was miraculously unharmed. Johnson was rushed to a local hospital but died from his injuries later that evening. The shooting happened on a public street, yet no witnesses came forward who could identify the killer.
So maybe that no one got arrested because they couldn't find the crime scene. They couldn't find the crime scene.
Circulated that camouflage had survived a previous assassination attempt a year earlier, fueling speculation that the murder was tied to rivalries within Savannah's underground rap scene. To this day, the murder of Camouflage remains officially unsolved. His death silenced a promising voice in...
Yes, so I was correct. No, the police didn't find the crime scene. They did not find the crime scene of the crime evidence when Camouflage died.
Southern hip-hop, but his legacy was unexpectedly revived years later through his daughter, Flau'jae Johnson. Born after his death, she grew up to become a national champion basketball star and a rapper in her own right, signed to Jay-Z's Roc Nation label. September 7th, 1996. After watching Mike Tyson knock out Bruce Seldon in a 109-second title fight at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Tupac Shakur was riding high. He was a passenger in a black BMW driven by Suge Knight down the Vegas Strip. At a red light, a white Cadillac pulled up alongside them. A gunman opened fire, riddling the BMW with bullets. 4 of them struck Tupac, with
4 of them struck Tupac, and some of it shot the BMW with 2 causing to his chest, to his lung. His lung. The bottom and top of his lung. So he got killed in the bottom and the top of his lungs. One in the bottom, one in the top. In both of the lungs. One right here was his breathing. His H2O and carbon dioxide merged into each other.
2 causing severe damage to his chest. He was rushed to the University Medical Center of Southern Nevada, where he was immediately taken into surgery. Doctors removed his shattered right lung, but the internal bleeding was relentless. Over the next...
So it was relentless because of that problem. Because he died.
6 days, Tupac fought for his life. He was placed on life support.
He was put on the life support, but he also died. So he was placed on life support, and what else was that information? Wait.
The internal bleeding was relentless.
And
over the next 6 days, Tupac fought for his life.
Tupac fought for his life, and he had to get put on life support.
He was placed on life support in a medically induced coma.
His body
a
was
swelling under the trauma.
trauma.
There were moments of hope,
Okay.
followed by devastating setbacks. He was resuscitated
He was devastating when he was dead in life support.
multiple times, but his body was failing. On the afternoon of September 3rd, his internal bleeding worsened
total
beyond
bleeding.
control. Doctors could do no more. Tupac Shakur was pronounced dead at 4:03 p.m. For nearly 3 decades, the murder remained one of the most infamous cold cases.
So, cold cases means that they could not find the crime scene and could not find who killed Tupac Shakur. Okay.
In American history. Then, in September 2023, Las Vegas police arrested Dwayne Keefe D. Davis.
So, and then after that, they arrested Dwayne Keefe D. Davis for killing Tupac Shakur from a crime scene. So they solved the case.
A long-known suspect and the uncle of the man believed to be the shooter. Davis, the last living witness from the Cadillac that night, was charged with murder, a stunning breakthrough that reopened a painful chapter in music history.
So that was it. So, whoa, we're gonna see some more rappers in another day, and I see you guys next